Welcome to the lab with your host, Jack Knight, and we about to set it off with the boy bands, all the boy bands I wrote for. And the first one we going to set it off with is New Edition. Yes, Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike. I love the girl who cares who you like. And we can't forget Johnny Gill. Uh, maybe 15, 20 years back, New Edition did a deal with Bad Boy, a one-off album. And I got a chance to work with Johnny Gill. I got a chance to work with Ralph. I got a chance to work with Ricky. I got a chance to work with Ronnie. I got a chance to work with Biv. You know what I'm saying? All New Edition except Bobby Brown at the time. I didn't get a chance to work with Bobby. But it was nostalgic. It was amazing. Because all the kids in my neighborhood in Brooklyn, New York, East New York, we all remember there was only two bands that all the girls were loving. And you know who those two bands were? Menudo and New Edition. So for me to be sitting in a control room in Circle House Studios while Ralph goes in the booth to cut some vocals of a song I wrote, or Johnny goes in the booth to cut some vocals of a song I wrote, was so amazing. I had to pinch myself like, yo, is this really happening? But more so than the songs, I got a chance to create, a bond and a vibe with Ralph, Riz, and all the rest of the members of the group. And it was an amazing time for me being a young man growing up and finally getting the chance to work with my idols, some of my idols. And it was some beautiful sessions, amazing sessions. Ideally, I would have wanted to work with them again on my own to do the music, the kind of the music that Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis did with them, or the similar to the music what Teddy Riley did with Bobby. I wanted to do some real music stuff. But Bad Boy, we sample hip hop club records, and it wasn't my show. So I just flowed how it's supposed to flow. But I worked with New Edition. That album, I think that album went gold. It could have went platinum if they would have put some of my singles out, not them, but the label.